Hi everyone, welcome back to another Clash of Clans video, and today I have a ultimate 3-star victory guide for the versus battle mode, the Builder Hall base. Today I'm going to be talking about the strategies you actually have to use in order to get a 3-star victory, because you have 30 seconds to think upon the strategy you can actually use. Rather than that, you will actually see on the own village where you just have 30 seconds with the troops that you actually trained. In this, it's completely different. You can switch over the troops while there's 30 seconds and adapt to the changes. So today, I'm going to exactly say you what kind of strategy you actually need according to the situation. So before I start the video, before I continue, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Do that right now. I provide Clash of Clans content every single day. Also, make sure to click on the bell notification icon to get notified whenever I put in new Clash of Clans content. So first off, I want to ask you one simple thing, is that do you use one or two strategies all the time, and after a certain amount of time, after a certain amount of raids, you find that you're stuck up in the trophy range? Now that is because you're not changing up the strategy. Now, for example, the baby dragon strategy won't work on all the bases. For example, a diamond kind of base would not work on the baby dragons. They're really hard. They kind of go outside rather than going into the middle, and that's why the baby dragon strategy won't work on the diamond base kind of design. So you want to keep some things in the mind before you use up the strategy. Now there are certain things you can do to adapt to the changes. So today I'm going to exactly speaking about what you can actually do before the raid actually starts. So let's get going. Okay, so first off, you want to select the right side. I mean, you want to select the side which has a higher percentage of getting the builder hall rather than going from the other way around. So you want to make sure that you clear down the path and get through the builder hall. You want to make sure you use the right troop to clear down the outside buildings, and then use up your other tanking troops to kind of tank it up, and also put in some troops in the behind while they take up the builder hall. So you want to keep in mind what strategy you're actually using to remove the outside buildings. Make sure the funnel is going right. Make sure you use some troops that are actually going to clear down the outside buildings, and then put in the troops that are actually going to attack the builder hall. Also, your battle machine plays a very important role. So you want to make sure that the troops go to the builder hall, and in that way you're going to get a 2-star or even maybe a 3-star if you're lucky enough, and if you plan it rightly. So the best attacking strategies for the versus battles are, of course, the first one is the baby dragon. Now, baby dragon, you want to keep in mind that you need to clear down the crusher. Now, if a crusher is having full hit points, you can kill the battle machine without any problems. It'll probably ruin up the whole raid, and out of 10 cases, 9 times is where your battle machine will actually die. So it's really hard if the crusher is in front of the builder hall. So you want to make sure you use the baby dragons to clear down the crusher. If that is impossible, you want to make sure you use some other strategy. So the other thing you want to keep in mind when you're doing the baby dragon strategy is that the air bombs. If the air bombs are placed in front of the builder hall, you want to avoid this strategy, because the air bomb is completely going to destroy your baby dragons, and you're going to end up maybe not in a single star. Now, if many archer tars and some firecrackers are there in the same line, as you can see in the screen right now, you want to avoid the baby dragon strategy again, because it's not going to work. The archer tars and the firecrackers are going to work on the baby dragons to kill them without any problems. So the next strategy is night witch. It's pretty promising strategy. It's really working out recently, and to be honest, it's really inconsistent in my opinion, because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's all about the placement of your troops. The better the night witches survive, the better the outcome would be. So the first priority you want to keep in is that you want to take down the multi-mortar as soon as possible. Now, if the multi-mortar is in the middle protected, then you want to avoid this strategy again. Now, again, if there are roasters or multi-mortars in the middle, again, you want to keep in mind that you avoid the night witch strategy, because the bats are going to die in just one shot, in just one blow from the firecracker. They're going to kill down the bats. The roaster is going to kill down the bats. So you will again want to avoid night witch strategy when the roasters are in the middle. They're kind of centralized near the builder hall, and they are coming in the path of the victory. So the next thing you want to keep in mind is that many defenses, ground defenses, are in the middle. So if many defenses like the double cannon crusher, the multi-mortar are centralized. If they're kept in the middle, you want to avoid this strategy again, because as the knife hits come in the middle, the bats are going to do the job, but then if again a roaster is there in the middle, it's going to completely ruin up the raid. So again, you want to avoid bases which have all the defenses in the middle, kind of waiting for your night vids to come into action. So the next strategy again is minions. Now minions is really good, but then it's really hard for you if you have a lot of buildings, high level hit points building on the outside, because once the first 4 or 5 shots the minions actually give, they come back to actually where their range is. So the first 4 attacks, they're gonna probably go back, and after that they're gonna come to their actual position. So that's when the Arteta is gonna actually come into action. So you want to make sure that the long range Artetas cannot take your beta minions as soon as possible. So if all the Artetas are on the long range, you want to probably avoid that. Again, if the roaster is in the middle, it's centralized, then again you want to avoid this strategy, because the roaster is going to kill them in terms of masses. So you want to again avoid it. It's again a hero slash, so you want to again avoid it. Now if there are high level hit points building in the middle, you want to avoid it, of course, because the minions are going to take so much time clearing them down, and if there's any defenses that can actually attack the minions, then the minions are gonna end up as a fail. So the next strategy is archers. Now archers are pretty great, but then if you have bases with box layout where everything is in terms of compartments, you probably want to avoid them, because they'll go through the walls. They don't want to clear the walls, they'll go away from the walls, and if any building is in the range, they probably kill them. So you won't get this strategy right. Now again, if the crusher is in your path, you want to probably avoid it, because the crusher is gonna kill your archers. But if the archers can take it in turn from a range, then probably it's gonna work out as well. So another thing what you can do is make sure you see the base which you can get higher amount of percentage. If the base is not gonna give you a higher amount of percentage, you probably want to avoid this strategy, because if you don't get a high percentage, you're definitely gonna lose. Now the next strategy is the barbarians and the bomber strategy. It's pretty effective if you know how the strategy actually works. So you want to make sure that you prevent the crusher. Now if you know that your raised barbarians are going to run through the crusher, you want to avoid this strategy, because the crusher is just gonna kill them within no time, just one shot and all of them are down. So you want to avoid bases where you know it's like a trap, where your barbarians are going to run through the crusher and they're gonna get crushed by that. Now again, you want to avoid bases where the roaster and the multi-mortar are centralized, because by the time the roaster and the crusher are being taken down, and the multi-mortar are being taken down, the barbarians would have been dead. So you want to make sure you again avoid, if there are a lot of tanking, if there's no tanking troops, and if there are no good buildings, you want to make sure that you use it again. Now again, the thing you want to avoid in raid barbarian strategy is that there is a potential that you can actually spot out a big mine. Then that's where you actually want to avoid this strategy, because one big mine can ruin up the whole raid. It can go from complete victory to a fail. So if you can sense that there is a giant bomb up in the location, you want to completely avoid that base, because you know that just one small bomb for all the raised barbarians is really gonna matter a lot. So yeah guys, no matter which base you actually are gonna select, it's definitely gonna be a 3-star, or at least a high percentage 2-star. No matter who does the base, there's definitely some or the other weakness in that base. So now here are this will be some tips which can actually help you win some battles. So make sure you keep these in mind. If any of these factors affect this strategy, then you want to avoid that strategy without any doubt. So thank you so much for watching guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like. Also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Do that right now. I'm Ayrus and I'll be seeing you the next time. Until then, goodbye.